Contents. 1. Research on the public participation of nuclear safety based on social psychology. Guanghu Li, Gang Bai, Xiaoding Li, Yunwan Ku, and Yu Gong. 2. Development prospect and application of nuclear district heating in China. Yifan Zhang, Weinan Li, and Qian Yu. 3. Application of MCMC coupled method in neutron shielding analysis of reactor pit in reactor building. Guanghao Zheng, Xianqin Huang, Shouhai Yang, Yonghai Zhou, and Zhen Shang. 4. Study on the effects from spacer wires on coolant flow within a fuel assembly used in the CIADS core. Yanxiang Li, Lu Meng, Song Li, Bo Lu, Disi Wang, Yupeng Zhang, Lu Zhang, and Wei Zhang. 5. Research of corrosion products migration behavior in PWR primary circuit under extended low power operation mode. Changying Li, Shuqi Meng, Tianming Ruan, and Yalan Yan. 6. Structure design and optimization of the mass flow distribution device of downcomer for fluoride, salt, cooled, high-temperature advanced reactor, FUSTAR. Xinyu Li, Dalan Zhang, Xingguang Zhou, Wenxi Tian, and Suizheng Chu. 7. Study on the influence of stretch-out operation on the deposition of corrosion products and source term level in the primary circuit of pressurized water reactor. Tianming Ruan and Yulong Mao. 8. Study and resolution of pressurizer pressure grate fluctuation problem in CRP 1000 RGL04 test. Kai Wang, Bing Wen Li, Ming Jia Zhou, Yu Senator Hu, and Yu Long Mao. 9. Group constants generation based on NECPMCX Monte Carlo code. Shuai Qin, Qingming He, Jiahe Bai, Wenchang Dong, Liangzi Sao, and Hengchun Wu. 10. Preliminary application of CT technology in non-destructive testing of nuclear fuel elements. Xiaoliang Yang, Xuechuan Wang, Jie Pan, Jia Lu, and Jiandong Luo. 11. The investigation of overpowered delta-T triggered mechanism and optimizing strategy during reactor trip experiment. Zhaojun Yuan, Yuding Wu, Yanhua Cheng, Chaohao Shang, Yulong Mao, and Yalan Yan. 12. Analysis of nuclear power economy and its influencing factors. Liming Ni, Sa Lu, Shuken Wu, and Jie Li. 13. Local and small-scale atmospheric dispersion modeling towards complex terrain and building layout scenario using micro-swift spray. Xinwen Dong, Shuhan Zhuang, and Sheng Fang. 14. Discussion on the reporting of nuclear safety incident from the perspective of media ecology. Yang Li and Li Jia Yao. 15. Economic analysis of the 1-through-fuel cycle based on equilibrium mass flow. Jiayong Li, Zhang Hu, Mei Rong, Xin Shang, and Yifan Zhang. 16. Analysis of fast power reduction system for CPR 1000 nuclear power plants. Yanhua Cheng, Kai Wang, Xingxing Xu, Yulong Mao, and Yusen Hu. 17. Calculation and analysis of polonium-210 source term in primary coolant system of lead-bismuth fast reactor. Haixia Wan. 18. Study on resuspension models based on force balance. Li Wenhe, Lili Tong, and Shuiwu Sao. 19. Application of BIM technology in nuclear power construction schedule management. Jiafu Yan, Yanghui Xie, and Zigang Zhou. 20. Research on calculation method and additionality of carbon emission reduction of nuclear energy heating based on project perspective. Chunhua Lu, Chan Len, Quantuo Sun, and Jie Li. 21. Effect of beta phase heat treatment on microstructure of ZR, SN, NB, Fe, alloy. Yiren Kui, Zhangbo Yang, Wei Zhang, and Hong Lu. 22. The main reason of SG thermal power imbalance between each loop in CPR 1000 nuclear power plants. Chao Hao Shang, Yu Senator Hu, Yuan Shangguo, Changying Li, and Zhen Chen. 23. Mechanical and numerical simulation analysis for the insertion section sampling of irradiation Charpy specimen reconstitution. Yunpeng Tang, Muren Qi, Huping Zhu, Zhenfeng Tong, and Chunlong Wang. 24. Research on atmospheric dispersion factor used in the calculation of emergency planning zone. Chun Cao and Lin Chu. 25. Effects of eluting volumes to isolation efficiencies in manual synthesis of GA68 labeled FAPI04. Fei Zhang, Neguo Xing, Taeyong LV, Zhanleng Sun, and Yan Zhao. 26. Visualized numerical analysis of Fustar reactor based on Modelica language. Xuaneng He, Dalan Zhang, and Shang Wang. 27. The potential force interface tension model in MPS method for stratification simulation. Li Junjian, Xiao Zeng, and Jia Pei. 28. A multi-state degradation model for reliability assessment of multi-component nuclear safety systems considering degradation dependency and random shocks. Qingzhu Liang, Chenghong Peng, Hang Zhang, and Jianchao Lu. 29. Heat pipe temperature oscillation effects on solid-state reactor operation. Yugo Ma, Yicheng Zhao, Hongxing Yu, Shanfang Huang, Jian Deng, and Zhaoming Chai. 30. Uncertainty analysis and sensitivity evaluation of a main steam line brake accident on an advanced PWR. Shuiyan Zhang, Yixuan Zhang, Yi Yang, Chengcheng Deng, and Zhenyang. 31. Hysteresis behaviors of a bump-type foil-bearing structure with amended Lu-Gray friction model. Runeng Zhou, Yangpeng Ji Yu, Geshui Ren, and Suyuan Yu. 32. Research on re-extraction technology for uranium refining based on fractionation extraction. Jiquan Zhou, Yan Ren, Kai Yi, Yuqing Niu, Jiayu Zhang, Xu Meng, Xiaohui Kong, Xiaohao Sao, and Dabing Li. 33. Hazard identification on the process of high-level liquid waste concentration and denitration in spent fuel reprocessing by HAZOP. Weishui Wang, Shuigong Lu, Qian Jiyi, and Xinghai Wang. 34. Development of subchannel code for plate-type fuel plus verification. Bo Zhang, Gefan Zhang, Paichao Jai, and Jian Changshan. 35. Multi-physics coupling model for thermal hydraulics and solute transport in crud deposits. Yan Lu, Xiaojing Lu, Sujia Du, Jiazheng Wang, and Wei He. 36. Study on composition design of enamel coating and its resistance to active metal vapor corrosion. Y.F. Zhang, H.Y. Li, J. Chen, X.Q. Shi, and Y.X. Zhu. 37. Discussion on common bolt scuffing factors and control measures in the installation and maintenance stage of nuclear power plant. Shifeng Gong, Xiaohan Feng, Shui Lu, Lianjun Mu, and Jianxiang Lu. 38. Study on unstructured mesh-based importance sampling method of Monte Carlo simulation. Hanlin Xu, Liangzi Sao, Qingming He, Dao Dai, Zhangpeng Huang, and Hengchun Wu. 39. Research on parameter sensitivity for deeply embedment SSI analysis based on substructuring method. Zichao Lu, Dongyang Wang, Xiaoying Sun, and Yingying Gan. 40. Study on the cause and solution of quadrant power tilt rate alarm in a PWR plant. Desheng Jin, Qiubai Li, Yulong Mao, Wei Zhang, and Yusen Hu. 41. Wetting behavior of LBE on 316L and T91 surfaces with different roughness. Tingshu Yan, Huping Zhu, Zudong Lu, Shu Tu, Muren Qi, Yifeng Wang, and Zhaobo Li. 42. Solid-liquid equilibria of ternary systems UO2, NO3, 2, plus HNO3, plus H2O, and UF4, plus HF, plus H2O, at 298 K Wang Lin, Xu Dan, Feng Jianxin, Kui Hanlong, Wang Wenwei, and Zhu Yingxi. 43. A mousse-based neutron diffusion code with application to ALMFR benchmark. Weixiang Wang, Wenpei Feng, Keifan Zhang, Guanglang Yang, Dao Ding, and Hongli Chen. 44. Research on high-performance concrete for volute region of PX combined pump room in Hualong Nuclear Power Plant. Shangkun Liu, Changshu Zhou, Dehua Hu, and Wei Zhang. 45. Thermo-Physical Property Database of Fusion Materials and Thermo-Hydraulic Database of Breeder Blankets for CFETR Wen Ding, Kui Zhang, Ronghua Chen, Wenshi Tian, Jing Zhang, Suizheng Xu, and GH Su. 46. Development and verification of a new depletion, activation and radiation source term calculation code. Xingjian Wen, Zian Zhai, Songqin Tang, Chao Tian, and Zhouyu Lu. 47. Derivation of activity concentration upper limits for low-level solid radioactive waste. Jianshan Liu, Chao Gao, Li Zhang, and Shang Qin. 48. Evaluation of uncertainty for determination of trace uranium in biology by laser fluorescence method. Yaji Wang, Lufeng Wang, Chuanzhang Dong, Li Li, Mengqi Tang, Weizong Sun, and Yao Wu. 49. Research on thermal hydraulic model and characteristics of lead-cooled traveling wave reactor. Yaoshang Zhang, Shui Zhang, Hongxing Yu, and Sujia Du. 50. Design and application of gamma-ray energy spectrum survey system based on UAV Zhangkun Li, Wei Zhang, Zuliang Wu, Shui Wu, Bin Wei, Lichao Wu, Yizhou Li, and Peijian Wang. 51. Research on the radioactive waste discharge permit regulation. Li Huang, Ting Lu, Yun Fan, Meng Chong, and Yimen Dong. 52. Preparation and shielding performance of gamma-ray shielding composite materials based on 3D printing technology. Yulong Li, Chengxin Li, Dangfeng Zhang, Feng Lu, Shaja Lu, and Li Li. 53. Dynamic response analysis of floating nuclear power plant containment under marine environment. Jialan Kui, Luan Li, Meng Zhang, Hongbing Lu, and Shanchang Ku. 54. Research on process diagnosis of severe accidents based on deep learning and probabilistic safety analysis. Zheng Lu and Hao Wang. 55. Study on calculation method of corrosion product source term in lead bismuth fast reactor coolant system. Haixia Wan. 56. Research on delta-1 control strategy during rapid power reduction. Desheng Meng, Rong Duan, and Zhejun Li. 57. Minor actinides transmutation in thermal, epithermal and fast molten salt reactors with very deep burnup. Chunyan Zhou, Chengdong Yu, Jun Zhou, Shuning Chen, Jianwei Wu, Yang Zhou, Shangzhou Kai, and Jing'an Chen. 58. Development and preliminary verification of a neutronics thermal hydraulics coupling code for research reactors with unstructured meshes. Mingrui Yang, Qishu Luo, Dan Wang, Tianshang Wang, Xiaojing Lu, and Tengfei Zhang. 59. Preliminary multi-physics coupled simulation of small helium-xenon-cooled mobile nuclear reactor. Xiangyue Li, Xiaojing Lu, Shang Chai, and Tengfei Zhang. 60. Study on the steady-state performance of the fuel rod in M2LFR 1000 using KMC Fueltra. Guangling Yang, Weixiang Wang, Wenpei Feng, Dao Ding, and Hongli Chen. 61. Heterogeneous reactivity effect analysis of PU spots considering grain size distribution based on MOC Masato Ohara, Akifumi Igawa, Takanori Katada, and Satoshi Takeda. 62. Preparation and properties of graphite surface vitrification Y203 coating. Zhen Lei, Hongya Li, Bingze Yu, and Bingen Zheng. 63. Numerical study on the mechanism of oxygen diffusion during oxygen control process in heavy liquid metals. Ying Li, Liang Guo, Chao Zhang, Hongbo Yu, and Yuangfeng Zan. 64. Research of steady-state heat transfer performance of heat pipe inside mobile heat pipe reactor. Weichong Lu, Dao Zhou, Wenbin Lu, Shang Mao, Dong Wei, Yao Yao, and Tianyu Gao. 65. Direct contact condensation characteristics of steam injection into cold water pipe under rolling condition. Jiwei Wang, Yanping He, Zhongdi Duan, Chao Huang, and Shiwen Lu. 66. The dynamic response analysis method of steel containment in floating nuclear power plant. Weijia Ren, Shuyu Zhang, Danrong Song, Meng Zhang, and Wei Wang. 67. Three-dimensional pin-by-pin transient analysis for PWR core. Junwei Qin and Yunjiao Li. 68. S3R Advanced Training Simulator Core Model, Implementation and Validation. Jeffrey Burkowski, Lotfi Belbladia, and Oliver Saui. 69. Study of stress analysis method for floating nuclear power plant containment under combined multiple loads. Jiewei Li, Dongwei Wang, Meng Zhang, Hongbing Liu, and Shanchang Ku. 70. Analytical method to study the ultimate bearing capacity of containment for floating nuclear power plants considering wave loads. Shuo Mu, Luan Li, Meng Zhang, Hongbing Liu, and Shanchang Ku. 71. Decoupling and coupling simulation analysis in small nuclear power plant. Peiyu Tian, Yi Li, Tianyang Xing, Taibo Liang, and Changshuo Wang. 72. Development of heat pipe modeling capabilities in a fully implicit solution framework. Gojin Hu. 73. Analysis and qualification control of welding defects of coated 15 to 15 Ti cladding tube. Junling Han, Guanan Ren, Lai Mei Peng, Hongyu Tian, and Pengbo Ji. 74. Experimental study on the intrusion-erosion behavior of GMZ bentonite considering fracture aperture effects. Libo Shu, Weimin Yi, Chang Wang, and Huan Luo. 75. Research on ultra-high flux research reactor. Shui Zhang, Hongxing Yu, Bangyang Xia, Wenji Li, and Shilin Zhang. 76. Numerical simulation of convective heat transfer of CO2 in a tube under supercritical pressure at low Reynolds numbers. Jiewei Li. 77. Verification of solver for coupled simulation of fluid and fuel pin in LFR based on OpenFOAM. Wenlin O, Zhengyu Gong, Qiwen Pan, Ling Zhang, Jianing Dai, and Zhixing Jiyu. 78. Research of helium thermal power system based on lead-cooled fast reactor. Jiewei Li. 79. Study on the 3D natural circulation characteristics of LFR under steady state by using ANSYS Fluent. Jianing Dai, Yulin Yan, Erhao Li, Zhengyu Gong, Ling Zhang, and Zhixing Jiyu. 80. Multi-physics coupling analyses of nuclear thermal propulsion reactor. Wenbin Han, Zeshuan Guan, Shanfang Huang, and Jian Deng. 81. Effects of inlet conditions on the two-phase flow waterhammer transients in elastic tube. Zixiang Zhao, Zhongdi Duan, Hongshang Shui, Yuchao Yuan, and Shiwen Lu. 82. Study on coupling effect and dynamic behavior of double bubbles rising process. Lanxin Gong, Changhong Peng, and Zhenz Zhang. 83. Monte Carlo simulation and analysis of specified element samples by nuclear resonance fluorescence detection. Chen Zhang, Yu Lai Zheng, Cheng Wang, Yang Li, and Zihan Li. 84. Research on public communication of small reactor. Rongshu Zhu, Feng Zhao, Zhaofeng Zhang, Jiandi Guo, and Meng Zhang. 85. Study on a non-collecting atmospheric radon concentration measurement system. Chuangfeng Tang, Liangchen Zhe, Shunliang Guo, Jipeng Deng, and Jin Li. 86. Numerical simulation of flow boiling heat transfer in helical tubes under marine conditions. Liqi Yuan, Kun Cheng, Haoji Bian, Yaping Liao, and Chengxi Zhang. 87. Numerical simulation of the transient flow characteristics and thermal stratification phenomena in the passive residual heat removal system of NHR 200II. Yiwa Zheng and Shangban Lu. 88. Fatigue analysis method of steel containment of floating nuclear power plant. Mingxuan Lu, Xinyang Fan, Danrong Song, Binzheng, and Mengzhong. 89. Correlating IASCC growth rate data to some key parameters for austenitic stainless steels in high-temperature water. Kaibo Xie, Songgin Ni, Yiki Dao, and Zhanpeng Lu. 90. Research on the optimization of commercial PWR's financial evaluation model. Meifang Bo, Baojun Zheng, Shengli Zhang, Zhengshu Ren, and Boji Lu. 91. Design of radioactive waste classification and detection system for nuclear facility decommissioning. Kong Chang, Guangming Cheng, Jinwei Zeng, Wenzhong Xie, Chenu Shan, Qingxin Lei, Jia Huang, Feng Lu, Xia Lu, and Li Li. 92. Hot pressing, sintering, and analytical characterization of coated particle dispersed fuel pellets. Wentao Lu, Zhongyi Shao, Ying Meng, Zongshu Li, and Zheng Sui. 93. Study on capillary characteristics of stainless steel wire mesh wick of alkali metal heat pipe. Yiru Zhu, Luteng Zhang, Zhiguo Shi, Ziyang Ma, Wan Sun, Longshang Zhu, and Liangming Pan. 94. Analytical method research of source term for steam generator tube rupture accident of small modular reactor. Ming Ming Sha, Junlong Wang, Jianping Zhu, Chao Tian, and Jia Jia Lu. 95. Research on the alarm threshold for steam generator tube leak monitoring of small modular reactor. Ming Ming Sha, Junlong Wang, Dao Shu, Bochen Huang, Jianping Zhu, Yirui Wu, Jian Xin Miao, and Xin Chen. 96. Thermodynamic equilibrium analysis of steam reforming reaction of radioactive waste oil. Zhan Wu, Wenyu Li, Li Lin, Yi Liang, Jiaheng Zhang, Wenlu Ji Yu, Jiheng Fan, Enwei Shen, and Kuhong Shang. 97. Simulation study of the neutron scattering camera based on plastic scintillator and MPPC Ji Li and Qing Shan. 98. The design of the robust controller for active magnetic bearings on active disturbance rejection technology. Qian Shi, Yichen Yao, and Suyuan Yu. 99. Author Index.